Alright, welcome to the channel. In today's video, if you didn't catch from the thumbnail or the title, Mike and I had found a way to engineer a tail tidy for my 2022 Ducati Street Fighter V4S using factory Ducati parts and one integrated tail light that I bought from eBay for $100. So in this video, we're going over how we went and put this together and make it work, because this bike has got a beautiful back end, like, yeah. And to not incorporate that back end with turn signals, it's just almost a sin.
All right, so I haven't even pulled the bike apart yet to know if this connector will even work with the Panigale's wiring harness or Street Fighter. Included, they've got these crappy things, as well as these resistors. They're 20 watt, 5 ohm resistors that are for the turn signals. They will come in handy if these lights, the LEDs included in the new tail light assembly, do not have enough resistance and the bike thinks that it's got a burned out turn signal. We'll know if that's the case if it starts blinking really fast like it would on a car. Hopefully we don't need these, but if we do, I've got a solution so that we can wire these in. All right, so first we're gonna go ahead and remove this dreaded arm that goes over the rear tire that houses my license plate and turn signals. So we'll go ahead and pop this off. It's a 4mm. All right, after a closer examination, that one is a Torx bit, but it looks as if you can just get it off without needing to undo that, which we will end up having to undo that one later. Loosen this, pop this down, a special technique to getting this off, pulling out, and then going down easy and gently in focus with the camera to get it off. All right, so I went ahead and undid the screws here, 2 under here, and 2 on that side, and I'll slide this off. I have to say that without the big old arm off of here, it looks awesome. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got to do to get the rest off. All right, so looking here, it looks as if there's one screw in the middle, one screw on that side, and one screw on that side that I need to find up here. And it looks like there's the first one, and the second one is underneath this. So I need to remove the seat and then pull this piece off here. All right, after about 20 minutes of looking and undoing a bunch of stuff that I didn't need to undo, I figured it out with the help of my wife. So I went and pulled a bunch of these screws off of here, thinking that I had to get this part off. Well, that wasn't the case. So let me show you so that you can, if you do this, you don't run into the same headache that I did. All right. So, tail light just slides right off. Right here. There's one screw that goes in. All right. So, what I have here is the factory tail light. Okay. When Mike and I went to go install the tail tidy right here with this new integrated tail light and turn signal, we had to figure out which wires did what. With a 9-volt battery, you can go and test to find out what wires do what. Or I can tell you right here. But it's always good to verify on your own. All right.
So right here, you've got a black, yellow, and red. Now, your black is your ground, your red is your tail light, your yellow is your running light. Once you're up inside the tail, you'll be able to find the rest of the wires pretty easily, as Ducati has them labeled. You've got your license plate light, as well as your turn signals, but the turn signals aren't labeled. So what we did was we turned on the right turn signal and we tested the wires to find the one that was blinking, using a probe tester. So you can also just hook up the wires and find out which one's blinking. All right, so after figuring out the wires that we needed to go ahead and pin, we wanted to retain as much of the factory wiring as possible, and we've been able to get 100%. The plug that came with this kit we found was not very good, so we just went and cut it and soldered it. We're going to be putting some heat shrink tubing over these wires after we verify that everything works. All right, so it's morning, and we had to call it quits last night. Some things came up, we had to take a break. So, picking it back up today. We got the light on, we got it wired up. Talking to the seller because there is a few things that are concerning me. The running lights won't stay on if the bike's not on. And when you press the brake, they'll flicker. Well, not like flicker, but they'll come on and then it'll go off. And I'll show you. All right, see, turns on. Press the brake, and then it goes back off. Now it's on, now it's off. Brake light on, off. But turn it on. One of the obstacles that we had to overcome was that we didn't have a bracket for the license plate, or so we thought. We had one, we just didn't know it. Now, thankfully, if you look right here on the factory license plate bracket, there's a couple holes. And with a little bit of finessing, we were able to get them to bolt to the factory bracket that long ass arm originally bolted to. So then I also noticed that the holes for license plate light conveniently lined up with right here. So with all of this miraculously lining up, we're able to reuse the factory license plate bracket with some modifications, as you see in the unsanctioned OSHA cutting event with the Sawzall. We cut off the reflectors because, well, that was dumb. And we had to cut how it was bracketed to the arm. Comment down below, what do you think of my safety squints? And well, like I said, that went smoothly and nobody was harmed. So then the factory license plate bracket, factory license plate light, all were reused using factory mounting holes. I consider that a win, seeing that this tinted tail light with integrated turn signal from eBay was only $100. Most of the tail tidy options are like $200 for a Ducati. So I'm not going to pay the Ducati tax when I can do this for $100. All right, now that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of our other content. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next ride. Whoop.